Hello, welcome to the video. Today we're going to have a look at the X-Transbots MX47-S Security RON, which is the diaclone or shattered glass recoloration of their Ironhide. So we'll start with the box. Pretty standard stuff. Picture of him on the box with these accessories in his hands. Vehicle form on the side. On the back, a bit of a character BIOS and an old school stat monitoring. I find it a bit interesting how they've done plain colours on the chests compared to the actual figure where they've used clear plastic this time around. Shattered glass ratchet on the side, and then back to the front. Okay, let's get this open and have a look at what accessories we get and the figure itself. Okay, so for accessories, this time around there's a lot less compared to the standard release of Ironhide. You get the manual, a collector's card, and another sticker to go over his chest. You also get an alternative head. This is the shattered glass one. Let's try as alternative face. And some more spare faces. I don't know why X-Transbot use these sealed bags. You know, you can get the top alright to get the heads out, but then the second rows, they're sealed inside these stupid compartments. I don't know, maybe it's to stop the pieces rubbing together and chipping. It still stops you reusing them. And the last two accessories are two chromed out blasters. And quite nice. And then that's it. So a lot lighter on the accessories this time around. Well, again, if it's like me, the accessories will stay in the box and be put into storage. Now let's have a look at the figure itself. Okay, so first impressions. Yeah. He looks very good. The black plastic, I'm not sure if it's been painted, it's got a nice speckled finish on it. The red die-cast thighs, they look good. Yep. All looks good. The head I've got on here is, I think, is the diaclone head. But it's a bit of a strange one because the diaclone figure itself didn't actually have a head. It was designed for the small little people to go in. Well, I've gone with that one. Okay. Articulation, pretty much the same as the first one. No changes there. The major change is the window. If I just bring in the original version, stick it next to him, and take off this makeshift cover, excuse the blue tack until I'm prepared for this, you can see the window here has been painted versus the new plastic version, which was like that on the original images when Ironhide RON was being promoted. For some reason X-Transbots went with the plastic painted version, which is a bit strange. I think the panel lines down it sort of break the imagery. So the new version has come with a clear plastic, which you can see in a few other places on the side there, and if the camera picks that up, is all clear, so when it's transformed it's going to look slightly different. Other than that, it seems identical still. The chest mechanism still doesn't feel great, as you can see that there. Try and get it on camera. It's such a tiny tab going into a small socket, which never feels like it locks in great. You know, it's a nice toy to look at. In terms of playability and wanting to handle it, it's not brilliant. I'll show you these on this one. So you pick him up and he just bends over. It's looser, right? It's definitely looser on the original version. Whether it's just look of the drawer, I'm not too sure. So articulation wise, yeah, exactly the same, but I'll just show it. Nice side ratchets in the shoulders, friction joints on the edge, on the rotation, sorry. The arms, I don't think they're brilliant. You've got 90 degrees there, but then you've got the hinge inside the arm, which takes you up. So it sort of cheats to get the double bend, but it's not a comfortable double bend if you see there. Kind of butterfly joint, more of a transformation thing. Head doesn't go upwards all the way. A little bit forward. Tiny bit side to side. Forward ratchets. Backwards. The knee's a bit of a weird one. Normally, when that's clicked into place, you can get that far. But if you flip out the transformation part, you can get a much deeper bend. Feet, nice ankle rocker. I had to tighten mine. It was quite loose at first, and he does have a habit of being back heavy and falling backwards. Yeah. Overall, it's a nice figure to look at, but in terms of wanting to pose him and get him into places and sort of pick it up and fiddle with it, I'm a little bit apprehensive to do that. There you go, you can see the difference there. This bit on the original version's painted, and on the new version I've gone with the clear plastic. That's always concerned me as well in terms of pulling it down and getting it scratched on the feet. I think maybe some sort of rubber covering would be better. Okay, before we finish, let's just have a look at the hands. Not a big fan of these hands, they feel very spindly. And the thumb, I thought it was on a ball joint at first. If you can see that, it's actually just on a up and down. So, you know, you're stuck having it folded behind the fist, and that's it. Right, let's see how the accessories hold in. So this one, pretty much standard. Peg. Right. Not brilliant. There we go, that one's in. No, it's not. I'm just going to do this off camera. Okay, I've got one in, so let's try and do this one. So it's a 3 fingers stuck together with a trigger finger. Standard masterpiece type peg. Yeah, that goes in alright, so holds it just fine. Trigger finger and thumb, wraps around the gun reasonably well. Yeah. And holds in quite well and looks the part. But like we said earlier, that's all the accessories we get. Accessories? Okay. Okay, so finishing up. Overall, I like the figure. It's got a few faults with it. I had to tighten the feet. Because it was a bit back heavy. It looks good. And like I say, it's not one of those figures you want to go and pick up once you got into position. You probably want to leave it there. Transformation is pretty straightforward. I'm not doing that today because I'm planning to keep this in bot mode. And with X-Transbots, it's always something that's going to go wrong when you transform it. So slow and steady wins the race. Other options of this one, we know Fans Toys has definitely got their version of Ironhide coming out, Warhorse, which is probably going to be a solid copy. Whether they do a recoloration, who knows. But to get the diaclone recolorations, there is a couple of options out there. Takara has recently released the MPG-11, I believe, which is the black version of their Ironhide mould. I think that's going to be about $130, you know, £96, which is a similar price to this one. I got this one from ShowsZ Store. They were quick with the packaging and it arrived all in one piece. Can't fault them. So overall, I would recommend it, but I have a diaclone shelf I'm building, so it goes pretty well on there. Sorry if this video has been a bit rambly. I just wanted to try and share the figure, let you have a think if you wanted to, give you a bit of an opinion. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you got what you wanted from it.